Twilight golfer.
On Twilight golfer, Grant.
The Twilight golfer himself, you better believe it, at your boy here.
Driver off the deck here at Lakewood Golf Course. One of those more historical golf courses, kind of reminds me of the time frame of the Irish courses that we played.
Just be kids. We are proud to have raised over 90.
Hey, how are you? I'm a big fan of a golf course that has a tree right in the middle of the fairway. I don't know about you, but I seem to always hit that tree. This time, if you look at some of the footage, we went right through it.
I think this golf vlog truly is going to have everything you need to get you started for your golf review here at Lakewood Golf Club. And everything about this course screams good deal depending on the time that you come. That's why you got to take a look at this footage. Here we're going to show some of the aerial footage of the golf course that's put together and try to understand what's going on here at Lakewood Golf Club. And at the end of the footage, at the end of this video, we hit someone. And that's a big deal on this channel. We never hit anyone before, and we clocked. Thank God we didn't hit the person, but we hit their cart. And no damage was done there at Lakewood, but it was a scary one. We checked in. Inside, they had some sort of shipping container. You could buy some drinks and entrees. It's not the clubhouse. They had the clubhouse. We just showed that. Number one starts off, I believe, a par 4. You got another, I think that's number 18 on the left-hand side. So the layout of this course is interesting. And we actually had to reach out to the golf club just to confirm some things. We're going to show some of that footage at the end.
So far, the first 5 holes of this golf course have been pretty rewarding if you can hit a decent drive, and that's what happens with these courses that are over 100 years old, built in 1896, or we'll double check that. But you can see right off the bat they got a little challenging fairway bunkers as we get closer to the green. You know, it's hard to say if I really like the golf course, but you can tell it's got a lot of historical feel to it.
Officially completed in 1898 by Tom Bindelow and Walter Travis. This course is listed as open year-round. We're going to talk about some of the unique features of it, especially on the one par 3. There was a second hole, and I actually had a call to confirm. There's listed as 18 holes here for a par 72, and the putting surfaces, I tell you what, they putt true. You know, these older courses had different irrigation systems back then, and you could truly see that they were a little bit competitive putting surfaces, one would say. They weren't the best, but they rolled very well, and we got to make a note of that with these historical courses. A staple for public golf in the South Jersey area for years, and it continues to. And I just wanted to call the clubhouse to make sure that the original layout, obviously it's changed, but when you walk over on the street here, things start to change drastically.
Course that's absolutely making up its own rules. Take a look here. Looks like this par 3 has 2 greens.
So clearly there was 2 greens. It didn't seem like it would be a practice green here. So we had to call the actual clubhouse, and here's the information that we found out.
All right, on the phone, here's the deal. We actually have 20 holes here in Lakewood. 2 of them, we kind of call them the winter holes, and there's actually 21 greens. The 4th hole gets expanded a little bit, but that's easier. The 5th hole, you actually would turn around and play that instead of the hole that had the trees on it, the tree in the middle.
Okay. Yes.
You would play that par 3 that ended up right behind that 6th green. Okay, it plays about 135. Then you'd be done with that hole. Then you kind of go back up to kind of where the green is on the 5th hole and go through a chute of trees and come out by the green that was by the 7th tee box.
Wow. This guy was a extreme wealth of knowledge, and shout out to him giving us the rundown. Long story short, the holes on County Road are not the original holes. They did change some of the layout there as a result of people complaining that lived close to the road, it sounded like, and also keeping golf balls out of the road, so they pushed some of those greens back, and that's why we saw multiple greens there on the par 3. The layout that you're seeing when we cross over to the road on the next hole, you'll see is the original layout of the course, which is a lot more windier. You can tell that there's some changes here. Here's your bathrooms, here's your water. It's on the course. It's a good course. I think that this was a well-rounded out course. I couldn't find myself complaining for the price that I paid. I think $28 to walk the golf course during the twilight
like
rate.
The back 9 here is a different course The fairways are a little bit longer. I'm not sure if they just don't cut the back nine as frequently, but you can see right off the bat there's nothing to hide.
Since we got that out of the way, we understand, the front nine of the golf course, the back nine is coming up now. Let's talk about the rating in comparison to other golf outlets like Golf Now, Golf Digest, and also Google. Starting off with Google at a 4.2 out of 444 ratings. That's pretty good. When you sneak over to Golf Now, you're about a 4.1 out of 900 ratings. So Golf Now is really pumping this course out. It's hard to find a good hot deal. About 4 or 5 days in advance, you could sneak one in there for $42 with the cart. Now, I don't know if it's really worth it. It's a walkable course. I highly recommend walking this. These older courses built in the 1800s, they're just really meant for walking. That's the type of course it is. The drainage system there on the greens were very unique in comparison to the courses that they're building nowadays. We really look forward to reaching out to some heavy-duty golf designers and construction crews that build golf courses to really understand what it takes to build a golf course. And something like this shows how important it is to maintain these old historical golf courses and really bring it, the information to light. Right up here, this might be my favorite hole. It drops down, goes right back up. And I don't think I expected this hole at this course. I was talking to the starter a little bit more. We're not going to bore you with it, but we were talking about the elevation. And he said, well, there's not too much elevation. Look at this. There's a lot of elevation here compared to other courses in New Jersey. They're just flat off the bat. And here, you got those bunkers. You can find yourself really almost in trouble. And these greens, look at them. Just consistently breaking to the left and right. You don't know what it's doing. It's dancing all over the place here at this
Driver
golf
off the
course.
deck here at Lakewood Golf
You got to do
Course.
driver off the deck. You got to really pump it out. If you haven't before, subscribe down below. We're just trying to be a golf channel that's just about the golf course. Of course, we're out there swinging it, hopefully getting better at golf. We're never that good. We all got jobs and things like that. So we're just out here having as much fun as we can. And that's what you're here doing too. Just trying to understand if this is the course for you, or you just trying to get ahead of your tee time. Trying to get a little lay of the land, one would say, here at Lakewood Golf Course. And of course, Lakewood, New Jersey was golf's first popular off-season, quote-unquote, gathering place. There was multiple golf courses back here in the 1800s. There was Lakewood Golf Club, which was established in 1898, which is different from this. And then there was also the Ocean County Hunt and Country Club, which is the one you're seeing now. June 6, 1902, John D. Rockefeller purchased the Ocean County Hunt and Country Club, and I guess the rest is history, talking about the merge resulting in you seeing the other golf courses actually disappear, and this one testing the financial downfall of the Great Depression and also other huge historical events. That's why Lakewood Country Club is one of my favorite golf courses in the South Jersey area now. I'm not saying it's the best course. I'm not saying the condition's fun. I'm just thinking it's a fun course to get out there and play. I don't even think it's over a 6 out of a 10. We're going to be honest with you. But for $20-something to walk this course during twilight rate, these are the ones we're really looking for. Like we mentioned, we did hit someone out here. It's very unfortunate. We don't want to hit anyone. But something was kind of, you want to cut the corner on some of these holes, and you want to throw them out there. Was the guy moving that quick? No. And, I don't want to, you never want to hit anyone out there, but sometimes you kind of roll your eyes a little bit when the person gets upset. You can see right here, we're just teeing one up. We did move it. We're trying to, we're not the best golfers out there, so we're just trying to get a little better. You see it starts to leak a little bit left here. There's a tee box right there, apparently. And just clocked it.
I mean, I hit something. That's for sure.
This is where the camera footage actually died. I got this new GoPro 11 and I had to switch it over to the 8. By the time that happened, the conversation with the gentleman really didn't last. But you can see people walking all over the place here in Lakewood. It's a little bit distracting on some of the holes, so yeah, if you spray it too much, you could definitely hit someone out here. That's going to do it really for this video. Keep a lookout for more videos to come. We're hitting all the golf courses around the area. This is Twilight Golf.
Launch control, this is Houston. We are go for launch.